Beautiful friends, welcome back to my channel. This is Rosanna with Nest of Petals for Floss Tube number 13. Today is April 1st. Thank you so much for joining me. I want to thank you guys for your patience. I know it's been a minute since I last video. I wanted to do a completion of one of the designs I was working on before I actually did my next video, so that is one of the main reasons for the delay, and also just life in general. But thank you guys for always being here, for all of your beautiful comments, your thumbs up. That lets YouTube know that you're wanting to see what I share. So truly appreciate it. I also want to give a shout out to 3 individual ladies, or actually 4 individual ladies that gave me a shout out in their last recent video. Sarah at Sarah's Stitchy Spot, who I love watching. She has so many beautiful items. Make sure you guys go check her out and give her a follow if you're not following her. The 2 Bay Stitchers, I have Michelle and Cheryl. They are a duo that will share what they love stitching, and they're a match made in heaven. I really enjoy watching them and their interactions and the stitching items that they're working on. And then the tattoo stitcher, who is Jordan. I also adore everything that she shares. She has a very unique design option patterns that she chooses. So it's not just like the normal ones that you typically see. So I love that. And she gave me a shout out because she is actually stitching What Remains by Blackbird Designs for, I believe, her and her husband's anniversary. She loved that I stitched mine with DMC, and she's also started hers. So make sure you guys go check out all of these beautiful cross stitch ladies. Give them some love, let them know I sent you over. And yeah, let's go ahead and let's get started. So I'm gonna share, I have 2 finished items to share with you guys today. They're not FFOs, which are fully finished objects. The ornament one that I told you guys I'd be working on like once a month, trying to get those finished. I won't fully finish those until like almost Christmas time, because I'm going to put those on my Christmas tree. And then the other second finish that I completed, that one I need to pick out a frame, and I need to decide where I'm going to place it. So that's to be determined, but let's go ahead and kick it off and share that with you guys. So the first finish that I'm sharing with you is the Prairie Schooler. And this is the Santa Claus collection from 92 to 1995. And I worked on this one right here. It's the Fisherman. And here is my finish. And I stitched this with DMC floss, which is what they recommended within the pattern. And I did 1/1. So it does take a little bit longer because I'm doing it 1/1, and I did 28 count Dirty Sage by Zweigart. But I love it. So this is the one that I finished. So I finished this one in February. I did not stitch one in the month of March. I know. Time passed by very quickly, and I was doing a lot of other things. And again, I'm trying to get back into figuring out what's the best way to say it? Trying to figure out how to use my mojo in the best way possible with my stitching, because I'm kind of moving in squirrel motions where I see something, I'm like, ooh, I want to start that, and then I'm starting it and kind of putting other items to the side. But this is the one I did in January, if you guys remember me sharing that one. So my little ornaments, that will be on my Christmas tree for the year. All right, so this is one of the main reasons why I delayed my video. So Every Opening Flower by Brenda Gervais, I officially finished her, I believe either last Thursday, yeah, it was last Thursday night. So this is Every Opening Flower. If you have not bought this pattern or even started the stitching on it, I would highly recommend. It is a fun stitch. All right, guys, here's my finish. How beautiful is this? So I did mine on a 40 count Be Stitch Me Not Another sampler, which was not the recommended linen. For the floss, I used DMC. I believe I had to convert some of them over. And this little part right here, that's the Algerian stitch, just like I did on the bird feather right there. The little bumblebees with the beehive. I love the weeping willow. So our house that we live in is a little bit darker than this color, so it reminds me of our home. We do have a weeping willow in the backyard, and then the vase is my favorite. All the different color usage. Love, love, love. So every opening flower by Brenda Gervais. So I need to decide what frame I will be using on this. So stay tuned for like a fully finished object on that. I love it. I immediately shared it with my mom once I finished it. So I was like, yay, I'm officially done with that one. So my goal that I'm trying to do this year is have more of like a focal piece. So I'm at least stitching an item that I know I'm very close to finishing at least 5 days out of the month. There's no like specific day, like I don't have to do it in a row. I just need to make sure I'm doing it at least 5 days in the month. This one I did last week. I worked on it the entire week and even earlier in the month because again, I wanted to get it completed for you guys, but also for me. So stay tuned for that to be framed. Now I do have some starts and I'm going to share those with you next. And then after those, I'm going to share my works in progress, my whips, and I'll share my haul. I got some new stitching items, and then I also got some new yarn for like a shirt and then some, I think it's either mittens or gloves that I'll be working on. Who knows when, but I'll eventually slide them into my daily or a couple times a month. So we'll see. All right. So when I was at Terry's cross-stitch station, which was my last video, she's up in Waynesboro, Virginia. If you guys are local to her, go over there and give her a visit. She does also take orders over the phone. I'll relist her information in the description box, but thank you guys again for all the love when I went to go visit Terry and we hung out. I will say that was so much fun. It was a little different because I'm not used to like having a partner, but it was so much fun. I loved being able to share her store with you guys. I will be sharing at the end of the video 2 instead of 1. She's actually going to give 2 individuals the pattern that we spoke about on the last video. So stay tuned for that. Also, when I did a giveaway on my Mary Wilson, the reproduction sampler, the second individual never claimed their prize. So I will restate or re-say who that is. And then if that person doesn't claim it, I'll announce a new winner for my reproduction Mary Wilson, which I'll also link in the description for you guys because it is available on my Etsy shop. You can either get it in PDF or paper form. So stay tuned for that at the very end. But when I was visiting Terry, she gifted me this beautiful pattern. So it's Jane Sumner's work, 1831. And it's by the Shakespeare Peddlers. And I've never seen anyone work this, but it's beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I love, you know, who doesn't love a house that shows all of the bricks? The border is just amazing. I mean, the colors are really, really pretty. So I started this one and I'm not sure, I wrote it down somewhere, but I can't find it, so I apologize. Oh, and this is I started at the bottom left, right over here. All right, so this is my start. And I am working on, it's 40 count weeks dye works. I believe, or it might be R&R reproduction. I'm actually over here thinking, I don't remember the color, but for some reason I think it might be Confederate Gray by Weeks Dye Work, which is the same color that I'm using for Halloween at Holly Berry by Stacey Nash. So love this new start. All right. Okay, so the next one that I started, so my mother actually gifted me this pattern, and then I saw a stitching company, and I'm trying to remember the name and I don't remember. They actually were selling this pattern, so I got a second one and gave my mom the pattern. So she had one and then I had one. So we actually started this together. And it's Winter Wonderland by Blackbird Design, which I love these little, where are they at? The little animals, like the ducks and the geese and all of them down there. I think it's so freaking cute. So cute. So this is another new start that I did. And this is where I'm at so far. And I am doing it on 36 count Mayflower Mocha. And everything that I'm sharing stitching wise, it's 1/2 with the exception of the very first fully finished that I did for the ornament, which was 1/1. So this is where I'm at. I'm not sure if I'll get this done by Christmas, but I think it's a good start. So Winter Wonderland. Okay, the next two my mom actually gifted, so it's part of the haul, but I did do starts on both of them. So for the market, and I'll be visiting Terry, I think in 2 weeks. We're going to be doing another video, and we're going to be sharing some of like the market stuff that she went and picked up when she went to market. And I had my mom pick these two up for me. We were looking through all the different designs out there, and these two caught my eye. So Heartstring Samplery Scenic Sampler. How beautiful is that? And my kitty cat is coming on the ottoman. So let me move him for a second. Come here, puppies. Oh, I don't know if have I ever shown you guys him? I don't know if I have. I think I have. This is Fresco. If I haven't shown you guys him, he's our rag doll. He's like 17, 18 pounds, and he is a big fluff. You can see a big fluffy boy. He's my boy. Huh. He's my guy. All right, you gotta go right here, baby. Okay? All right. All right, sorry about that. He was like trying to get on my cross stitch items, and I don't want his hair on my cross stitch. So Heartstring Samplery Scenic Sampler, that was a new start. So let me share that with you guys. And I think this is 40 count Vanilla Latte by Weeks Dye Works. If it's wrong, I'll put it in comments, but I'm pretty sure, or I'll put like a caption below. I think that's what it is. Vanilla Latte, 40 count Weeks Dye Work. So I started on the top left corner, and I think the color pop is just amazing. Love it. So I'm trying to do 1 strand a day on this. So we'll see how long I can keep that up. I started this on, I went and saw my mom last Monday. Yeah, last Monday, and we hung out, and she taught me how to make sourdough bread, and we cross-stitched and laughed, and this was a start that I started there. So I haven't been doing 1 strand a day. That was officially started on Saturday. So this is where I've ended so far. All right, the next one that I started, and this was another new market release, And this is from Plum Street Samplers, and it's American Welcome. And again, the colors, patriotic. I don't have anything that's patriotic, but I think the borders are just amazing. They're so beautiful, the details, the colors, they're bright and cheerful. So this one, I did also same fabric, so 40 count. I just did it on the other end. Again, I'm pretty sure it's vanilla latte, Weeks Dye Works. And I started, and it's really small. I think it might be like 6.5 by 7, something. I don't have the actual booklet with me because I always take out the covers to share with you guys. But this is where like I started on this side. And this is what I've done so far. So very, very pretty. So stay tuned for lots of updates with those. See if I can get some of this finished. All right, so I haven't picked this one up in, it's been a couple of months. And I was speaking to my mom. I told her I had a dream that I finished Mary Bars. I know it's weird. A little weird, but I had a dream. I finished Mary Bars, and she was hanging up on my wall and just looked spectacular. So I told her this, and I was like, you know, we should at least, because she's also doing it. She's a little she has more than I do, but I was like, we should at least do 1 or 2 strands a day on this one and try to get it moving because she is such a big sampler. So if you haven't started this or don't know which one I'm speaking of, this is it right here. And it's from Stacy Nash, Mary Bars. It's a reproduction. So pretty. And there's a lot of stitchers on Floss Tube that have finished this and they have it hanging, and it's just spectacular. So I'm using DMC, and I'm doing this variegated just like I'm doing my Halloween at Holly Berry on a variegated DMC floss. If you guys want to check out that video, I'll link it in the description, but you can also search on my Floss Tube the variegated DMC video. And I'm doing 36 count hand dyed espresso. And I'll show what I finished, and then I'll show like the full. So I did this motif right here. And if you look closely, hopefully you can see the different color variation. So I did that motif. I did the little berry flower on there, did these 2 berries over here. And this is her full view. I'm hoping you guys can see that. But she's a big one. But she's gonna be beautiful. Like, I cannot wait to get this one done. So this, again, my focus is at least 1 to 2 strands a day. So Mary Bars, Mary Bars. And you can, if you've been watching me for some time now, or if you are new, welcome to. But my passion that I have is samplers. Like I love me some samplers. So you will see that's like a big thing that I share with you guys on my Floss Tube channel. The next one that I am working on, and this is from Needlework Press, and I've shared this before. I won this on a Facebook group that I'm with, Heart Spun, and I'll link them below. But it's Jane Bowen, age 13, 1837. And I'm using a 36 count. It's Country Mocha Edinburgh. And I'm doing it on the non-model side. And I've actually gotten pretty far on this one. I was actually thinking of maybe making this a focal piece so I can get her done. It's between this one and another. So you guys let me know which you would recommend or think that I could finish faster. So this is where I'm at. So you can, since I've last seen you guys, I did this entire border over here. And I'm pretty much like 95% done with the top half. So if you look at the top half, all I need to do, I need to finish these parts. I need to finish the body of Adam and Eve, the bottom of the tree trunk. This extra part, again, it's pretty much, it's mirrored. And then once I do that, I can start working on the bottom. And I do feel like when I work on 36 count, I do go a little bit faster. So let me reshare with what I have again. So you can see, you can see the heads. They're just at the very top. I haven't even started their necks. But Jane Bowen, she was 13 years old, and this is Needlework Press. All right. And I'm using all DMC, which is what they recommended within the design. Okay, the next one I'm thinking this could be like another top contender for fully finishing. It's between, again, this one and the Jane Bowen I just shared. So M+A 1853, and this is again Needlework Press. And this one's also a baby. So this one's, I'm doing it on a 40 count. So it'll be 6, the width will be 6 inches and the height will be 7.5. And this is where I'm at. So since I last saw you guys, I did the leaf, and then I'm starting right here, which will lead down to the trunk connection. The colors are gorgeous. I did not do the pattern, excuse me. I did not do the fabric choice that they recommended. I decided to do Earthen by Picture This Plus on a 40 count, which I think the pink modeled is just amazing with these colors. And I am using their recommended DMC coloring versus the overdyed cotton. So if you look at the pattern, let me do it this way. You can see that I've done this. I'm starting right here. This is where that new stitching is. And I've worked on all of this. So I don't have, again, it's not a huge pattern. So I would love for you guys to leave in comments which one, either Jane Bowen or M+A, which do you think I can finish as a fully finished before my next video, hopefully, or at least by month end of April. So if you could do that, give me your thoughts. I have an idea of maybe what I think I can get done, but would love your guys' feedback and your input. So if you could let me know. And let's see. I haven't been able to work on this one every Thursday. Again, life, things happen. But I have been working on the Color Red by GGR. Again, my donkey sampler, which I love and cherish. Cannot wait to get her done and put her on my wall, which will be my red wall. And I'm doing this on Newcastle 40 count linen white. And since I last saw you guys, I've done more of the alphabet over here. So she's coming along. I hope you guys can see this. She's coming along. I love it. So again, my goal that I last spoke to you guys about was continuing the alphabet and working my way down, and then I'll eventually move over to the other side and do the motifs. But I kind of feel, and I don't know if you guys feel the same way, I feel like alphabets are pretty quick sometimes. So that is my focus on the donkey sampler for right now. And I ordered this fabric from the Colorado Stitcher. I think she has really good options. If you guys are looking for fabric choices, you guys should check her out on her website. And the next one, so the last two I'm sharing with you guys are GGRs. And I'm sure you know, if you don't know, I love me some GGR. I'm actually thinking of doing a floss tube dedicated to only the GGR designs that I'm either working on or that I have kitted up. So if you guys are for that, let me know in comments. I think it would be a fun, great floss tube video, just sharing all my love for GGR because she has really beautiful samplers. So this one right here, I started in January, and it's the Bride and Mirror, yeah, sampler 1864. The colors are just stunning. I love the border, the flowers. Again, I cannot speak highly enough for all the GGRs. If you guys do not have any, you should definitely grab one. Once you get sucked in, it's kind of like people get sucked in with like Blackbird and Plum Street, and like every time I see a design, I'm like, oh my goodness, I need to have that one too. So this is where I'm at. I did more of the alphabet over here since I last saw you guys. And I was doing 2 strands a day on this. I'm not sure if I will continue that. Maybe at least 2 to 3 days a month, or even 2 days a month I focus on this. I need to reevaluate how I do stuff. So love it, love it, love it. And I'm working 40 count atomic range, and it's parchment 1/2. GGR, the Bride and Mirror sampler. All right, and then the last whip that I have, and then I'm going to share my haul with you guys. And this will be on my ladies wall. So last year I shared with you guys different women designs that I'm going to be focusing on, and I will have, I'm not sure where specifically in our home I will be putting them, but I will be having a woman's wall where it's only going to be designs similar to something like this. So here's another GGR, and it's Petite Fin, and I think it's in Rouge. Yeah. And I've actually done a lot. I think this might have been a new start for February, if I remember, and I got a pretty good amount done. This one's not a big design either. So this actually could probably be a contender. I mean, the grass is pretty kind of heavy of just grass stitching, but that could just be me watching my daughter who started soccer again. This is her, she's a junior, and last Saturday was her first soccer game of the spring season. So, I mean, I could be watching and stitching because I wouldn't have to look at the actual design. So this could be another contender. And here is where I'm at. And sorry for my trailing threads. I don't like to end them, especially if I know like I'm gonna go from one place to another. So here's where I'm at. And I'm doing 40 count Weeks Dye Works, and it's Cocoa for the color, 40 count. And again, I've gotten a pretty good amount done. So, you know, the mirror, this would be on this side. There's like a bunny on this end, I believe, if I'm looking at this. Yep, if I'm looking at it right, it's like a bunny over here. And then there's like those 2 big flowers, and then the grass, and that's it. So let me know which, actually I'm gonna add this in. If you guys can let me know. I'm so sorry, I'm changing it up. Jane Bowen, M+A, or Petite Fin and Rouge. Which of those 3 do you think I could have finished by the end of April? Let me know in comments, please. So that is my last whip, my last stitch to share with you guys. The next thing I'm going to share is new haul. And if you are in the Facebook group that I spoke about, Homespun, if you're not, you need to join, because they will share exclusive designs that designers will let us have first dibs to, and you're able to purchase from our group. Like they'll send out the link, they'll send out when we're having these like new patterns coming out. It's so much fun. You get to choose if you want it or if you don't. When I saw Charlotte Warrington 1838 from Needlework Press, so we're doing, or they're sharing like really big samplers. They'll do little baby ones. Sometimes it's like little, what's the word I'm thinking of? Like little pillows, like the little mini ones. So tons of different like variety. But when I saw this one, I fell in love. Like, look at all of these beautiful animals. Look at all of the different motifs, the colors. I mean, can you imagine? So I'm reading the back to you guys. So they use the front of the back of the sampler when selecting their colors. Many colors were incredibly vibrant on the back, especially those used in the faded border. So I've seen, I don't know if you guys seen this one being shared yet, but I've seen it, and the border is a bright, like the yellows and the blues and greens are very, very vibrant and bright. And you can't really tell here, I don't know if you can see this, but on the back, you can see hopefully how vibrant like that yellow and that blue is. It's amazing. So if you haven't, maybe look up the hashtag Charlotte Warrington and see if you guys can see anybody doing this. But I chose 40 count linen, and the width will be 22.5 and the height will be 23.3. And it's Mason linens, and it's a medium light, and it's by Fox and Rabbit. And then the color options, like you can choose when you were picking. So when they do the exclusives, you obviously will get the pattern, and then you can decide what count linen or what count Aida do you want. And then you can decide, do I want DMC? Do I want like silks or fancy floss? You know, all that good stuff. You can determine which one you want. So I went with my good old girl DMC. So these are the colors, and again, you can see how vibrant and beautiful. I mean, look how soft these are, but again, these, I know these yellows and these blues are in the border. Love it. And then I got this so I can put my floss in, which I think is adorable. And this is my linen that I got. So I will officially start this today or tomorrow. So when I see you guys on my next Floss Tube video, you will see a new start for this. So stay tuned for that. So that's one of my hauls. The next haul that I got, my mom picked this up for me, is the Prairie Schooler. It's the 2024 Santa. So I actually might start this one for my next ornament. I'm determining on this one or this little angel that I saw. That's not Prairie School. I'm trying to remember who designed it, but stay tuned for that. And then my mom gave me this, Oh Joyous Day Blackbird design. And I'm pretty sure Handmade by Sarah W. just finished this one. If not on the most recent video, but maybe the video before that. It's stunning. And I know a lot of other people have finished this one, so I'm not sure I will start this for my next video, but stay tuned because it is a beautiful, beautiful design by Blackbird. All right, so that's all of my patterns for stitching. And then I did get some yarn, and this is going to be for a cow, and it's two-sided. So this is going to be the colors that I will be using, and this will be the inside of it, and this will be the outside. And actually, this is from Magpies up in the Northern Virginia area. I met the actual designer of this yarn, and I'll insert a photo of her and I when me and my mom went to go visit that area. My sister lives up in it's actually not Northern Virginia, it was Maryland. So my sister lives up in the Frederick, Maryland area. Before we went to her house for like the Christmas celebration, we went to Magpies. So I'll share who the designer is, and I'll share like a picture of what I'll be knitting for this. And then another time, my mom and I went to Charlottesville, and this is going to be for, I believe, Mittens. I'll have to check, but I'm pretty sure it's for Mittens. And these are the two colors that I will be using, and I'll share a picture of that. And then the last one, this is going to be like a t-shirt sweater, but the yarn is very thin and lightweight, so it's going to be perfect for like spring, even summertime. The color, I love this color. So my mom and I both got the same color. She's also making the same sweater. I'll insert a picture of that one too. So stay tuned for all of this goodness. I might even do like a separate video once I get into the swing of knitting these specific designs. I might maybe do a separate video of just sharing what those are. So we'll see. Stay tuned. But that is all I have for you guys today. I cannot thank you guys enough. To all of my new subscribers, to all of my current subscribers, you guys are making this channel happen. You are making it possible for me, and it really, really means a lot. I'm truly grateful. I love you guys mucho. I hope you had a beautiful and happy Easter celebration with your family and friends. And I cannot wait to chat with you guys when you start watching this video, and just having that interaction. It makes me smile, and I love seeing what you guys are, liking, what you're wanting more of. I'm excited to see your guys' thoughts on what I should complete. And again, thank you for all of your love. Please subscribe if you have not subscribed. Give me that thumbs up. Again, that shows YouTube that you're wanting to see me within your feed. And yeah, so happy stitching. Love you guys mucho, and I will see you next time. Take care. See you soon. Hey guys, I'm back again. So I totally forgot to announce the 2 giveaway winners that Terry will be gifting a pattern to. So it's going to be the Scarlett House Needfuls, and it's 5 patterns within the booklet, and I'm going to put the 2 winners at the bottom. So the first winner is Michelleand 841. So Michelle, if you could please email me, my email is below. And once I get that email, I'll ask you for your information, and Terry will mail it out to you. And then the second winner is, I'm hoping I'm pronouncing this correctly, it's Gladys Jordan 4816. So again, if you could email me, and we'll get those shipped out to you as soon as possible. So you are the 2 winners for Terry's gift. And again, it's the Scarlett House, the Needfuls. And again, it's 5 individual patterns within the booklet. And then I'm going to reshare the winner for Mary Wilson, my reproduction that I did. And that's D. Johnson 4852. So congratulations. I hope you guys have fun stitching these. Please reach out. And yeah, so I'm going to insert this in, and we'll wrap up the video. Thank you guys so much for your patience, and congratulations again to the winners.